Thank you for purchasing the HPN Universal Heat Press Stand. If you're ready to start using your new stand, this video will cover the assembly process from start to finish in a concise manner. To get started, let's break down what's inside the box. Every HPN Universal Heat Press Stand will include the following: 16 sets of acorn nuts, large lock washers, and Allen bolts. You'll also have 32 sets of small Allen bolts, hex nuts, large flat washers, small flat washers, and small lock washers. Then there are the structural pieces: the stand's tabletop with heat press mounting holes, 4 stand arms, 4 caster wheels, and the bottom shelf with caster mounting holes. Finally, there are a few tools: large and small Allen keys and a small wrench. As a note before we continue, the mounting holes found on the arms, bottom shelf, and tabletop may or may not be threaded on your stand. We'll be demonstrating how assembly is done with the threaded mounting holes on certain parts. However, practices for parts without threaded mounting holes will also be covered here. Let's begin by installing the caster wheels to the stand's bottom shelf. You'll want to have the indented side of the bottom shelf facing down to where you could place each of the wheels straight above the shelf's 4 mounting corners. To fasten the wheels to the bottom shelf, prepare 4 Allen bolts with large lock washers for each wheel. Then hand tighten them through the mounting holes of the wheels and shelf. If the wheel mounting holes on the bottom shelf happen to not be threaded, carefully flip it on its side and start fastening the acorn nuts to the back of each bolt by hand. Though if these mounting holes are threaded, you could simply flip the bottom shelf on its opposite side to fasten the acorn nuts accordingly. At this point, you can fully tighten your wheel bolts with the included 6mm Allen key and an adjustable wrench for the acorn nuts. With the bottom shelf now set up with the wheels, we can now get started with the stand arms. Simply place each arm in an appropriate corner on the bottom shelf, making sure that their mounting holes align with those on the sides of the shelf's corners. Now let's prepare 8 small Allen bolts for these arms in this order. Small Allen bolt first, then add the small lock washer, and finally the small flat washer. You may hand tighten 4 of these small bolts through each of the mounting holes on the bottom shelf and arms. If these mounting holes are not threaded, you may add a large washer, then fasten a hex nut to each bolt and hand tighten for now. These bolts and their nuts will need to be semi-loose in order to give room for the upper half of the stand arms to align properly with the tabletop side mounting holes. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and place the tabletop above the stand arms with its indented side down, making sure that the arms are within the top's lip and lined up closely with its corner mounting holes. You may now fasten the rest of the prepared small Allen bolts to these points, in addition to the hex nuts on the back of each bolt. To check that your arm bolts have been hand tightened properly through the mounting holes, you can wiggle the table as a stability test. Assuming nothing is loose, you may now fully tighten these bolts and nuts with the 6mm Allen key and adjustable wrench respectively. Once everything is nice and tight, your stand should be extremely sturdy, able to support up to 300 pounds on the tabletop and 75 pounds on the bottom shelf. It's now ready to be loaded with your heat press of choice and moved into your workspace. If you have any questions or require additional help with your stand, please call our MyExpert technical support team at 800-215-0894 or visit support.heatpressnation.com.